Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you are here today. My name is Lisa Ingram. I am a ceramic artist and I love to make polymer clay projects with kids. So with the holidays right around the corner, I have a really fun project prepared for us today, and it's to make these super cute polymer clay gnomes. So I haven't cooked this one yet. So she's still really soft, but this is what we are looking at making. There's so many different details, different colors, different things that you can do to make these little elves. This is one my daughter Clara made, and so you can see hers is different than mine. She has got such cute hairdo, such a cute little hat on, and there's just all kinds of things that you can do. So feel free to be as creative as you want. Yours does not have to look like mine. We're just gonna get creative and have fun. So grab your supplies and get ready. All you need are several colors of polymer clay, something to cut your clay with, a toothpick or a needle tool, and your hands. We'll go from there. Okay, see ya in a minute. Okay, now that you've got all your tools together, it's time to get started. So you see, I just have a few of my favorite colors over here, and then my sample here, and my needle tool, and my tool to cut the clay. So first, we're gonna start with making the body. So you're gonna pick a color for the elves dress or shirt, whatever you choose to do for your piece. So let's just start by picking the color, squeezing it in our hands. And this will help to condition our clay and get it nice and soft and ready to work with. So after you squish it around just a little bit, it starts to warm up, you can roll it into your hand to make the body. Now, of course, you can use whatever amount of clay that you want, but this is about half of a block. So just about half of the normal size block that a lot of these polymer clays come in. So I'm just rolling this around in my hand, and you can make yours a boy elf, you can make yours a girl elf. It's really up to you. So if you want it to be a boy, then you're just gonna make a cylinder shape. So you'll roll this back and forth between your hands. I think mine will be a boy, so she'll have a brother or a friend. If you want it to be a girl, you can see I made this more of a triangular form. So you can squeeze this a little bit more narrow at the top for either a boy or a girl. This makes the neck, some space to add the arms. If you want it to be a dress, then you could tap this on the table. That would widen it out. And I'm gonna go ahead and tap mine a little bit so that it has a good place to sit, but you can also pinch the clay outwards to flare it out for a dress. But this just makes a really good body for either boy or girl, dress or just a plain old shirt. So that's the body. Next, we will do the head. So you'll pick whatever color you want for the head. I have this cute tan, and I'm not gonna use quite all of this. So we wanna have the right size head. I'll cut that in half. I already preconditioned this a little bit. So you just roll yours and squeeze yours until it feels nice and soft. And then that actually looks like a pretty good size head for my elf. I might call these gnomes because I've done so many gnomes that word just kind of pops right out of my mouth, but these are going to be elves with little cute pointy ears. So you're gonna wanna save some of your skin tone for arms, legs, and ears. So I'm gonna set that on there. I'm gonna press it down just a little bit, but you can only press so hard before it starts to really smush. And we wanna have the nice shape head that you worked so hard making. So what we're gonna do, we did this on another one. What else did we do? Oh, on the monster. So what we're gonna do, get a tiny bit, roll it in your hands and make a snake, okay? This is going to go around the neck and make it nice and strong. So that's more than we need. So you can trim some off. And then I'm holding on the head. Then I'm just gonna take this clay, this little coil, wrap it around like that. Then you can take your toothpick, your needle tool, trim it off, and then let's see if I have a cool tool for this. If your polymer clay kit came with some of the plastic tools, I'll show you what I'm talking about here, because I have a whole little baggie of the tools that come with my packages in the past. Yeah, so you can just use this. Just start to smear that in. So you can use a tool. You probably have little fingers, so you can use your fingers. But for me, I need something smaller than my fingers. You're just gonna work that clay in there, and that's gonna help keep the head on so that it doesn't come off. All right, so once you get all of that blended together, that will make your head and neck nice and strong. And if your head deforms any, or your body, then you can just gently squeeze it back into the shape that you want. So now we've got a body and a head. So let's go ahead and do some ears. So we just need 2 similarly sized balls with whichever shape ear you want to make. Your ears can be whatever shape and size that you want. But I'm just gonna make this little teardrop shape. So I rolled it into a ball, and then I pinch it at the top, flatten it out. If you don't like the shape that you get the first time, oops, I got some green in there, you can always just roll it back up, try again. So I'll lay that one down. You can always wash your hands as you go so that you're not accidentally transferring clay colors into other clay colors. I have some baby wipes beside me so that I can wipe my hands as I go. Ooh, that one looks a little bit bigger. Look, see how that one's a lot bigger actually. So what I can do is just squeeze right here. Probably need more. So I can just squeeze, take some off. What do you think? This one just wants to be super sized. Here we go. Nice thing is they'll be on opposite sides of the head, but these look pretty similar. So put one over here. You can look around. You can look on your phone, on the internet, see, you know, what do elves really look like, and get yourself some cool ideas, right? I want these just to come out, yeah, just a little bit like that. These are super cool ears. Definitely looking very elf-like, right? Okay, so now let's do some little legs. Okay, so I'm gonna save this for arms. I think he needs some boots with his legs, right? So she has some red boots. What do you think about the red boots? Are those pretty good? That looks like a lot. So I'm just rolling a coil for legs, and then I'll cut it in half. And then there's 2 cute little leggy things. Whoops, coming right out. He wanted to lay down. Kind of smushed his face. I keep doing that. You know what we need to do? We just need to pinch him a nose. That's gonna really help with this face right here. Just thought of that. If we pinch a nose, you can even add some clay on. You know, I'm just looking at him like, why does he look weird? I think it's because he needed some nose action here. There we go. I added some clay on, so I'm gonna have to do some blending. But we can do that. This, for some reason, my skin tone color is so soft. It's like you breathe on it and it changes shape. So we'll have to just deal with that. Okay, now he's got a nose. Cool. Okay, so he's gonna get some red shoes to go with his legs. I'm gonna put the shoes on him first. So, shoes are pretty small, right? These are small creatures, so we need the shoes to be about the right size. The red is so red. I have to wash my hands in between. So I'm just gonna roll that into a ball and then gently shape it into a shoe-like shape. Even make the tip pointy. And then I need a good pointy tool. So if you have like a pencil tip, get you a pencil tip. Make a spot for the leg to stick inside the shoe, and we're actually gonna put on his shoe, and that will help it stay on and not fall off. I did this project with my in-person class yesterday, and things just do fall off. Even just when you put them in the oven, of course, with your Polymer clay, you'll cook these when you're all done. And I had an arm fall off in an oven. I had a present fall off, you know, because they hold something. Somebody was holding a ruler. The ruler fell off. So we really do want to be smart about how we put it together so that those problems are avoided. The best way to fix a problem is for it not to happen. So we prevent the problems with good craftsmanship. So I'm gonna make some little skinny parts on the end of his legs and then put his shoes on. See? Just a gentle squeeze. And my elf has on really cute little elf-like shoe. Get this one just a little pointier. Roll it. Put on his shoe. Oop, I gotta make it smaller. Put on his shoe. Okay. And now it's really going to, he's not gonna wear pants. Now, if you want yours to wear pants, that's okay. But mine is gonna have some cold legs right here. You know what you could do? You could make coils, put them around his leg and give him like striped pants. How cute would that be? But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to blend on his legs. You could have done the legs, you wouldn't have to do it skin tone. You could have done the legs the color of the body. You could do it a different color, so you had on, you know, a different color pair of pants. So that's really up to you. So now we've got some legs on him. Yay! Okay, so let's switch back to the head. I've got to take my baby wipe some of this red off so I don't transfer it. So let's do some eyes next. Okay, so you can pick whatever color you want for the eyes. So let's look at Clara's. So Clara did black eyes, black with like a little bit of green. And mine, I did white eyes with just a bit of green in the middle. And I'm gonna show you my other daughter's. I had to glue her hat back on, but this one has black for the pupils. I gotta let hers dry some more, so I'm gonna set it down over there. So it's totally up to you. You just need like a tiny bit. So I'm gonna prep right here. Just put some sockets for the eyes, okay? So that gives the clay something to sink into and grab on rather than just a flat surface. I'm gonna just use this clay to pick up the red on my hands because it's still on there. I know it is. Turn that one pink and then get something fresh. Okay, so just a tiny bit goes a really long way. And what color? I guess I'm gonna do black for the center. I think that would look more natural than trying to use this really bright green. See, I like to do very, very small backgrounds for the eyes. So here we go. Oh, I don't know, maybe that's too small. That looks kind of small. Okay, good to know. We can always go bigger. Go bigger. Right? That's a good thing. Just gonna tap some. Oh, that's better. It's just a little bit more visible. So I'm just rolling a ball, and then I'm going to tap it right on top. So, haha, 2 eyes. This one looks smaller, so I'm going to tap it some more to flatten it out. Okay, so now let's do the black. It's going to be important. The black also loves to just stick on your hands. So I'm using as little as possible. There's so many ways to do eyes. Please, please get creative with this, because the eyes are the window to the soul. Do you think your polymer clay elf has a soul? Oh yeah. I mean, look at that guy. He looks like slightly confused. Like, what's this lady doing to me? Where's my mouth? Oh my goodness. Look at how confused he looks. Why do my ears stick out so much? Well, you just don't know what's about to happen, dude. Okay, so poor guy, he needs a mouth. You can do red lips, you can do black. I don't know, what do you want to do? Let's do, so mine over here, she's got a sweet little happy face. So let's do, since this guy is looking confused, I'm gonna do a black mouth. And I'm just gonna like lean into that expression and make him a little bit more confused, because the cool thing about art is it can invoke emotion, and that is fun. If somebody sees your artwork and laughs, that's so much fun. What power is that to give somebody a happy giggle from something that you made? So I don't know if this is too big for his mouth, so I have to try it on. Let's see. Ah! What's going on? It's almost Christmas. I haven't finished anything yet. I'm so frustrated. Nobody is getting anything done on time. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, doesn't he look a little stressed about Christmas? Ah! Now, let's see. If we want to make him sad, we could change this around. I'm so sad. Oh my goodness. Santa never really does anything that I say. I love to make happy creatures, but this is just kind of hilarious right now. Like, this is just a grumpy little elf because he's so busy. I'm so grumpy. I kind of like this mouth. So yeah, you can kind of shift the mouth around, get the expression that you want, and I can't wait to see what expressions you make. So send me pictures. That will make me have a happy face. So, don't lose your leg, little guy. Okay. I'm so bald. Help, help. Okay, hair color. I never thought about hair color, but I have this really cool, like, glitter gray, silver color. So let's give him something. Let's give him something to make him look a little bit less armless and hairless. So frustrated about all the work he has to do. He's such a grumpy little guy. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this? I think that's a little too much. So I'm gonna make him some bowl hair. Have you ever heard of like a bowl cut and it just looks like somebody took a bowl? This needs to be conditioned a little bit more. Somebody took a bowl and stuck it on somebody's head and trimmed the hair all around it. That's a bowl cut. So we'll give him a cool bowl cut. This clay, I'm gonna stick my thumb in, start to make a little bowl. Now, if you're doing a girl, you can do like, I'm gonna pick up Annabelle's again. Look, she did long strands. See, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm sorry, Annabelle. Yeah, you can do long strands just like she did. Isn't that so sweet? Just remember, we can always put a hat on their head. And I'm gonna put her hat back on. Whoopsies. Haha. She can never see this video. I'm just kidding, I'll tell her. I'm just trying to fix her thing. So you can do long strands. Clara also did long strands on hers. I did a braid on mine. So what hers looks like, I don't know if this hat will come off. I don't think it will. I did one braid and then I just draped it over her head and then just stuck in some coils on the back so she wasn't bald, and on the front for some bangs, and then put a hat on top. So it's just one long braid, trimmed it, draped it over, and put little hair ties on the end. So, I mean, you guys are so creative. You can come up with anything. So he's getting like, I mean, this even looks like a hat. Like, you could just give your dude a hat. It's totally your call, right? Maybe this is a hat. Like a little artsy hat. And it needs like a beret. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. A beret hat. And then you could have just like a couple wisps of hair. You know, this is the cool thing about art, is you can totally change your mind as you go. Absolutely 100%. Because to me, it's looking like a hat. So much more than his hair. Yeah. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna do the little pom-pom on top white, just to make it look a little bit more like the North Pole. So, okay, that will be his hat. And then for the hair, let's say you wanna do some long strands of hair. I know you do. I'm gonna move him back so I don't accidentally bump him. And then I'm gonna get a little piece of clay like this, whichever color you want for the hair. You can change your mind, totally okay. Absolutely within your right to change your mind. Back up, try again. And we're just gonna roll it out. Polymer clay is so stretchy and it rolls out so good. So I work with clay mostly, like mud clay, and it does not do this well. It breaks. You see mine's breaking a little bit. But it's okay for what I want, because I just want some short little strands of hair that are gonna stick out from under the hat. So I'm gonna get this, just kind of drape it. This guy doesn't have to be extremely hairy. He can be just a little bit hairy, but he's super cute, right? Just love him already. Gonna name him my little grumpy guy over here. He just needs a nap. He hasn't had a nap in a while and he's tired, right? Because elves, they have to miss their nap around Christmas. It's just the way it is. It's just a hard life. So you're just gonna layer up this hair. Right? Get it exactly how you want it. And then we'll add a hat, okay? See? Just like that. All right, I added just a little bit more hair and popped that hat on, so now he needs some arms. If your elf ever has a hard time standing up, just give it a little push and that'll help settle him down so that it has a nice and strong base. So I just have a little bit of my skin color left. If you want sleeves, you can absolutely add sleeves. I was a little bit low on my green stash today, so I just did have a little bit right here, but it's really kind of hard. So I just did enough for his shirt, but if you wanted sleeves, like red sleeves, let's do this. We'll make him super Christmassy. This will match his shoes. You can just make a cylinder with your hands. Add it on. Both sides, and then his arms can come out of that. We'll see how this looks. You gotta try it out, right? Art is a good time to experiment. Totally safe. Totally safe time to experiment. Haha. He looks like he's going swimming now with these on. That's what I think. But let's see what happens here. So I'm gonna find, yeah. I went ahead and pushed it on. I can push it off if I want, but I'm gonna make those little sleeves, right? So that we can push the arms inside of that. And for these elves, the arms can reach out and hold something because this is an elf. So let's think for a minute, what should this elf hold? And think about what colors you have available to you. This elf, he could be holding a snowman or a snowball. He could be holding a list, you know, the list that he's working on to make things for the children. That's a really long arm, that's okay. I love how mine over here is holding a present, but it doesn't really have to be holding anything at all, you know? It's your call. You are the creator, so you get to decide. So now I've got two long, snaky arms. Again, this clay is soft. It's very bendy. So sorry about that, my phone cut off. But all we did was add an arm, and then I gave him a little snowman to hold, just with 3 little balls of clay. And what you can do, you can take your toothpick, you can give your snowman some buttons. 1, 2, 3. You can make this snowman super fancy or just kind of basic. It's gonna be kind of simple. And then you can just add your little finishing touches. So I don't know, do you think that this guy is happy or sad? He looks sort of confused, but now that he has a snowman, I don't know, maybe he'll change his mind. So, oh no, I'm super sad. Well, I cannot wait to see yours. And I think one last thing is some rosy cheeks. So rosy cheeks, some of my students in class did that yesterday for their elves, and it was absolutely precious. So just 2 small clay balls, right? I just roll it with 1 finger. Oops, I knocked over my guy. He looks shocked, oh so shocked. And then I flatten it out, put it on his cheek. He's out playing in the cold with his snowman, just getting ready for Christmas. So you can do your last little adjustments and then bake it according to your package's instructions. Let it set up to harden for a day, and then they'll be ready. So cute, such cool presents, right? Okay, we did it. I'm so proud of you. This was such a fun project, and it is so fun to walk through every step, and I can't wait to see what you did. So take a picture and email it to me or send it to me on Instagram, and I'll be so excited to see. So again, here's what we did, and I know that you did such a great job and put such an artistic flair on yours. So congratulations. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.